Welcome to church. Talking Boxing Monday night edition. If this is your first time watching, don't sweat it. We do the same thing every week. Sundays are for results. Mondays are for the schedule. Questions, comments, if you got them, drop them. If you need a link for a fight, send me a DM. And last but not least, share something of mine. Hit the repost, put it in your stories. Tell the milkman I don't care, but get me out there. Okay, so with that out of the way, we'll get started. We've got a quick episode. Not a lot of action this weekend, but there are some fights to watch. Got to keep in mind that we were supposed to have an event in Nova Scotia. There is nothing like a Ryan Rodzicki main event, and unfortunately Nova Scotia is going to be deprived for a little bit, but hopefully we get news soon from that. That being said, this week we're going to go to Thursday night from Puerto Rico, all the way on DAZN. San Juan is the area. We've got an NABO lightweight title in the main event. Undercard to this, not a lot of crazy talent. I mean, there's a couple guys on here that got less than 5 fights, but we'll tune in and see what it's about. We got 126 pounds, Felix Parilla, 11-0, taking on Kenneth Taylor, 15-5-2. I kind of like the sounds of the matchup. From what I can see from the opponents, it seems well done. Kiria Tapia, 7-0 from Puerto Rico, taking on Marinella Ramirez, 13-9-2, 130 pounds, 8-2. I looked into Tapia a little bit. She's interesting. We'll see if she can develop here. Co-main event, Carlos Arrieta against Alfredo Cruz, 15-1 against 9-3-1. And Joshua Pagan against Maliek Montgomery, 13-0 against 20-1. WBO, NABO, 135 lightweight strap on the line. Pagan's very interesting. Montgomery's no slouch. Montgomery kind of needs this, though. Been on a bit of a slow dive since his last fight where he lost a unanimous decision against Jeremy Hill. Not really of a comeback fight. Not really a tune-up fight in order for him to get back, but... Alright, hold on here. Perfect. I am happy. Very happy. Thank you very much, you guys. All right. So, that being said, that is Thursday night on DAZN from Puerto Rico. We will keep it moving. We will go straight to Saturday. And on top of that, oddly enough, Saturday morning. Saturday, 3 a.m. So technically very late Friday. From Kyrgyzstan. That's right, you heard me, Kyrgyzstan. I had to look it up on the map. Jean-Riel Casimero, 34-4-1 at 126 pounds, is doing 10 rounds against Konosuke Kameda, who's 15-5-2. It's a fun toss-up, to be honest. I'll tune in just because I'll probably be up. There's a couple of other fights on the undercard, but if there's something worthwhile, we'll talk about it next week. Next Sunday, that is. I'm going to mention this one real quick. But going down in Belgium, I found this Saturday afternoon around 12 p.m. There's a couple title fights going down. They changed the main event, but nonetheless, we'll skip through the undercard. We'll just do the minor titles here. We got a Belgian super featherweight title on the line. Lorenzo Fiore, 6-2 against Angelo Turco. We got a WBC Francophone super welterweight title. Anthony Lofet, 14-4 against Maxim Molodin, who's 10-1. Belgium guy against a Ukrainian guy for a Francophone WBC 154. Main event, WBC International welterweight title. Yaroslav, oh boy, I should have practiced this. Mikalushko against Alexis Rio, 11-0 from Ukraine against 13-3-2 from Mexico. Be weary of the fighter with many draws. I've said it once, I've said it before. If he's got more than one draw, you got to be worried about him a little bit, because they can be sneaky. That usually means they give you tough rounds, they give judges tough fights. That is going down in Belgium Saturday afternoon. We'll keep the Saturday afternoon theme going. This time from Hauts-de-Seine, France, wherever the hell that is. French Boxing Federation. There's a couple interesting fights on here. Mainly, I'll point out Victor Yoka, 154, 7-0. Fighting 8 rounds against Benoit Demnik, who's 11-5, also from France. Co-main event, French female featherweight title, 126 pounds. Nariman Benlusif 5-1 against Hasna Tebsi 2-1. Let me repeat that. Fighting for the French featherweight title, Hansa Tebsi 2-1. I hope there's some Canadian featherweights that speak French heard me there. Next, Bakary Samanke 18-0 against Alejandro Ortiz 23-0, 154 pounds, 12 rounds. It says 12 rounds, but I don't see a title. We'll see what it is. Last but not least, Saturday afternoon, we're back on the zone, back with Queensbury Promotions, live with Frank Warren from Greenwich, London. Undercard to this seems very fun. A couple of young, talented fighters on here. We will skip all the way to Arnie Dawson, 135 pounds. He's fighting for the lightweight 135 WBO European title against Mitchell Smith, who's 18-1. That sounds like a tougher fight than it should be. IBO World Cruiserweight title, Jurgen Uldejaj, 20-1 against Rolly Lambert, 18-3-1. IBF European and WBO European Super Featherweight titles, Danny Quartermain, 13-0 with one draw against Royston Barney Smith, 14-0. Then, Ezra Taylor, 12-0 against Steed Woodall, 23-1, 175 pounds, WBA Continental Light Heavyweight title on the line. They're doing 10 rounds. And then the main event, Joseph Parker against Fabio Wardley, 36-3, 19-0-1, interim WBO, interim WBA, heavyweight titles on the line. We don't want Parker Usyk, but it looks like it's going that way. Fabio Wardley looking to spoil it. Tough, hard-hitting Fabio Wardley. Fun afternoon of fights, but that's it. As far as Saturday night is concerned, everything else is not televised. Hit me up if you need your links. Guys, I ran through it as quick as I could in under 6 minutes this time. I'm not even sure if it's worth me cutting up, but we'll see. I will leave you with the same thing I normally do. Remember, life is short. Be nice to yourself and just be nice to others. I'll see you guys soon.